Hey, this is Alicia Moulton from the Honey Company, and I am about to go outside and work with the beeswax in our solar wax melter. So come along with me and see how we do it. Here is our solar wax melter right here. It has this glass screen here, and then we can lift it up and see on the inside. This is what it looks like when it's open. Has a divider there. The slum gum stays on top, and the yellow wax comes to the bottom. And inside here we put some really unrefined beeswax, and then down here the beeswax is melted through this screen here, and the wax is collected here with the liquid honey that's kind of burnt now, and then the slum gum and all the stuff that we don't want to have in our wax stays up here. So I'm just going to get some of it out and show you what we have. So we have like some pretty nice beeswax from like what it was before. So that's kind of amazing how quickly the solar wax melter works. Because we work with beeswax a lot, the solar wax melter is really worth it. I don't want to refine wax any other way now. It works so well. Okay, so I'm just gonna try a little bit more out, and so you can see under here the burnt honey is still kind of attached underneath. I'm doing it in the evening because in the daytime it's too liquefied to get it out. So here's this big piece that the next step will be to soak it in water to get some of that off. We are making dandelion salve with this with our kids in our homeschool group tomorrow, and we will use that. I want a really bright yellow wax to go with the dandelion salve so that the salve will be really bright yellow and pretty too. But we'll have a pretty good chunk of it here. I like to use this solar wax melted wax for lip balm and other stuff that I made. Ooh, that came off in a really big gigantic piece. That's awesome. Okay, it looks like maybe we can get this last piece out here. Whew, that is covered with burnt honey. Let's see, here we go. Here's another big piece. It came right off. Okay, so the next step is that we're going to put this messy beeswax into a bucket here, and we're gonna wash it, put it in some water. Just rinse off all the water-soluble bits. Here's some more. It also will help the wax. Some of it is really kind of melty because it's like 7 p.m. and it's just cooling down for the day, and it's pretty melty, so putting it in cold water will help it solidify a little bit more too. Here's another piece. So this 5-gallon bucket is about what one solar wax melter will hold. As we refine this, a lot of this will just be water soluble. It's honey, and it'll pour off, and the stuff that doesn't pour off will end up in the melting pan. Stuff that's not refined wax will sink to the bottom, and the wax will float to the top. Okay, we got all of it out of that bag. The wax will float out of the top, and so I'll be able to refine it a little more too. Okay, so next we're gonna squirt some water in there. This is so much easier with a solar wax melter than it is trying to refine wax on the stove. Sometimes that gets foamy and becomes kind of impossible to filter it out. So, ooh, look how bright yellow this wax is. It's so nice. And you can see the water's getting pretty dirty, and will be, yeah, that dissolved honey. All right, we'll see if we can get a shot of this as we pour off this dark liquid. I have to just pick up those smaller pieces in it. Pouring off this really black, yucky water. Look at all that. And the honey won't hurt the garden. It will just compost in there. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time, and I'll probably just leave this in overnight. So you can already see like a major difference in how bright yellow this wax is. I won't be able to get it 100% clean, but lot better. And you can see how much more clear the water is than the first time. It's still a little bit dirty, but it's not nearly as gross as before. Okay, and as you can see, look at this. I got it all over my coat. So this might be a work coat from now on because it now is covered with black. But hopefully it's just the honey and I can get it off. But if there's any wax in there, there's a few tricks that I can use, but it's pretty much a wax coat from then on.